Hi, it's Viviane Wolfe and time for another yoga break. This one is going to be a longer yoga break, an extended yoga break where we release the body fully and completely, balancing our chakras and allowing the cells of our body to recharge and rejuvenate. So many times when we think of fitness and wellness, we think of raising our heartbeat. We think about sweating and becoming stronger and more flexible, but it is just as important to release the body, release the fascia that supports our body and allow it to replenish itself. So let's go ahead and get started. Today you will want some sort of blocks, books, or whatever you use to support yourself with, and maybe a blanket if you want, or a rolled up towel, whatever works for you. And we're going to start in a nice easy cobbler pose here. You can sit up on a blanket if that feels more comfortable for you. Bringing the soles of your feet together, the knees open wide, allowing the pelvis to come into a neutral place, so we're not too far under and we're not too far back. We're nice and neutral here. The feet don't have to be as close to the body as you can get them. We can make a nice little diamond with our legs here. Letting the knees open wide. Opening the heart up here. We're going to bend at the hips, hinge at the hips here, bring the heart forward, coming into a little fold here. Now, if you like, you can just rest here, let your head bow. If you wish, you can use your supports in whatever way feels most comfortable for you. Let the head rest here, or if you like, you can let the arms rest. Whatever works best for you. We're going to take a few breaths, just relaxing and releasing here. Just letting the breath be nice and deep. Any thoughts that come into your mind, just let them move on by. Let them go. Good, and we're going to gently come back up, taking your time. From here, we're going to bring our right leg forward and our left leg back. So we're going to gently ease our way into this pigeon pose. I'm going to keep this nearby. So we bring the right knee forward, bending at the knee. We send the left leg back, rolling over onto the top of that leg. So you might need to press yourself up with your hands so that you can really align here. And then you might shift a little side to side, just kind of finding your pigeon for you, keeping the right toes flexed. And if you like, you can use this blanket to support the hip here a little bit so you can really feel nice and stable. From here, you can lift the heart up, big inhale. Exhale, walking the hands forward just as far as it feels comfortable for you. Maybe that's to the forearms. Maybe you're using a block to help you stay nice and comfortable here. Maybe you're coming all the way down, but using something to help support your forehead. That might feel nice. Or maybe you're coming all the way onto the mat. Everyone's going to look a little different, and that's perfectly okay. Just finding what works for you is what's important here. Just a few breaths here. Good. Gently starting to come back up, taking your time, using your hands to help you. Those transitions between poses are just as important as the poses themselves. They are just as much a part of our practice. So we're going to gently shift our weight into our right hip here so that we can slide that left leg forward. And then we're going to bend the left knee, sending the right leg back behind us. Again, maybe using your hands to help press you up so you can shift onto the top of that leg here. Keeping those toes nice and bright, the left toes. Using your blanket to help support your thigh, your left hip if you need to. Reaching the heart up with a big inhale. Exhale, sending the heart forward. Finding your own place of comfort here that works for you. Just allowing your breath to be deep and easy. Any thoughts that come in, just let them float on by. Let them leave and come back to the breath. Gently starting to come back up. Again, taking your time here. Shifting the weight into the left hip so you can slide the right leg up nice and easy. We're going to come onto our back here. I'm going to bring my blocks with me as we prepare ourselves for this next pose. I'm going to give you some alternatives here using these blocks. So coming all the way down onto the back, we're going to stretch the left leg out, bring the right knee into the chest. You can also plant your left knee, your left foot, if that's more comfortable for you, wherever you wish to be. But we're just going to take one breath here. Good. And then we're going to bring our right knee over to the left, coming into a little spinal twist. We want to try to keep our shoulder down. So I'm using my blocks to help support my legs so I don't have to bring it all the way down onto the floor. That way I can keep my shoulder on the mat here. And everyone's going to look a little different. Some people are flexible enough that they can put their knee down and have their shoulder down at the same time. But if you catch yourself starting to lift up, then you might use something to help support you. And it may be just a little bit of support. It may be a lot of support. Everybody it looks a little different. But once you find your spinal twist here, just nice and easy breaths here. You can gaze up at the sky, or you can bring your chin to your right shoulder with a soft gaze. Just observing your body, responding to your deep breath. And then gently bringing the knee back up to the sky, rolling back onto the back. We're going to gently release that right leg down, let it slide down nice and long. Moving your blocks over to the other side. And bring your left knee into your chest, give it a little squeeze. Again, you can plant your right foot if that's more comfortable for you, or slide it out long. Nice easy sighs, good. And then we bring the left knee over to the right. Again, I'm going to place it on my supports here just so that I can really relax into this pose without having to feel that tension of trying to hold or push myself into anything. Just release and relax. And gently rolling back onto the back. We're going to plant both feet and then let the knees fall over to the right. We're going to come into a little fetal position just to help press ourselves up. So we can come back to a seated position here. And from here, we're going to get ready for fish pose, supported fish pose. It's one of my favorite poses. And what we're going to do here is we're going to place the block, one for our head and then one for our shoulder blades. So you can place them in this configuration here with the one block on the lowest setting that you can get. If you have thinner blocks, then it'll be a little bit lower. Or you can place them higher, so one a little higher, like that. But you want the one for your head to be higher than the one for your shoulder blades, so that you feel nice and supported in your neck. This is the way I'm going to do mine, and this shoulder blade support is actually going to come just a little bit below the shoulder blades. So if you wear bras, then it'll be right where your bra strap is, and if not, then it's just right below where you feel those shoulder blades are. So nice and easy, just rolling on back, finding that spot, and maybe you have to adjust yourself a little bit till you find it just right, and then gently rolling on back, finding the support for your head, and then just letting the arms open nice and wide, palms up. You can keep your feet planted or you can slide your legs out nice and long, whatever feels most comfortable for you here. Just taking a few deep breaths here in supported fish. Good, one more breath here. Then we're going to take the path of least effort out of this pose. So planting the feet on the mat, there are two options here. You can either plant your elbows and your hands as well, tuck your chin, and then use your hands to help press you up. That might be easy for you. Or you can just let your knees fall over to the right and then let your body follow off of the blocks. And then press yourself up with your hands. Both ways are totally perfect, just depending on what you prefer. From here, we're going to start to make our way into Sphinx pose. So we're going to come onto our belly here, bringing our elbows directly underneath our shoulders and our hands directly in front of our elbows. So everything's at 90 degrees here. Pressing into the tops of the feet, pressing into the pelvis, allowing the ears to reach away from the shoulders. And we're pressing into the tops of our hands, pressing into our hands, almost like we're trying to pull the mat back. Reaching the heart forward, reaching the throat forward. So really feeling length in the front of the throat, but not kinking the back of the throat. So we're not trying to reach our chin up. We're trying to reach our throat forward. So nice easy breaths here. One more big breath in. And with an exhale, we melt the heart down. Bring the fingers in line with the chest here. And we're going to press up into a tabletop here. And then from here, we bring our knees nice and wide. Bring the big toes together. And we sink our hips back, coming into tadpole. And again, you can either just sink on down, let the forehead come down onto the mat. Or if you like, you can use a block to help create a little space, resting your forehead on the block itself. This is especially useful if you wear glasses. Creating a little space for your glasses, creating a little space so you can breathe without mashing your nose into the mat here. And if you want, you can roll your forehead side to side, massaging the muscles behind your eyebrows, massaging the third eye area, whether you're on the mat or on a block. Just taking a few breaths here. And then gently walking yourself back up, using your hands to help you. Moving any supports that you have to the side. We're going to make our way onto our back again. This time for the sweetest pose, Shavasana. So just coming on down, letting the hands turn palms up, let the toes rotate outward. Take a deep breath in. And with an exhale, just feel everything sink down. Into this moment of conscious relaxation, I invite you to give your body permission to be still. Give your mind permission to be quiet. And allow each exhale to take you deeper and deeper into yourself. Just breathing and relaxing and coming into your center. And as you gently begin to come back, allow some movement to come into your fingers and your toes. And allow that movement to gently grow into the wrists and the ankles. And then whenever it feels good, allow yourself a full body stretch, reaching hands as far away from feet as possible, like you're waking up for the very first time. And gently walking the feet up, then letting everything fall over to the right side, coming into a little fetal position. Maybe resting your head on your right arm. And gently using your hands to help press you back up, coming back to an easy seated position. Bring your hands together over your heart. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you feel revitalized and rejuvenated. And until next time, namaste.